Well, Margaret and Tom Abel would tell you this is a long time coming. I think Bill Bruin's been working on this project since he first passed his bar back in the 80s, Bill. You know, and so it is a long time coming, but it's a great project and we're really excited about it. Back in 2001, I remember the first time we did a study on what we were going to need in the library and got things started. It never worked out. 2014, they made another run at this and caught me on a good day. And I went down to the city council in the end of 2018. That was some 3 years ago, and asking for the commitment from the city for a $24 million commitment between us and the state, and that got things rolling. I can't thank the city council enough for all the work that they've done in getting this project moving. It's great when you have a day like this and we have the groundbreaking. It's even a better day when you do the ribbon cutting when the project's all done. We've had the great fortune of doing that a couple times, but I just want to take a moment to thank the library trustees for all their work and what they do up here, the building committee for all their efforts in making this possible, the friends of the library that are out there raising money every day, and we're going to be talking to them a little more shortly, and again, the Marlborough City Council for their commitment in moving this project forward. And with that, I'd like to bring up the President of the City Council, President Mike Ossing.
You want me to do after? Who's after me? Got to check the program. Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming. Margaret, Bill Keels, the foundation, the library trustees, Bill Bruin and the gang, thank you very much. The elected officials. Little history lesson, right? So you heard Mayor indicate 2014, but back in 2004, when Councilor Vigeant was on the council, Dan Verico and at that time Library Director Betsy Wolf came before the City Council to pitch the new library at the design pack. Remember that, right? So then the Johnson Clapproot building over on Lincoln and Mechanic, all right? So the presentations were made, foundation set up, Mr. Verico started the money collection machine, and the thing slowly started turning. So that's 2004. Up 17 years later, we're here, finally, with a renovation of the library. So a lot of hard work, so I want to thank all those involved. Known only to a few people, we have an outstanding construction management individual by the name of Tom Gatsunas. Tom, wave your, take your hand up, Tom. So Tom was able to bring the Goodenow Brothers School in under budget and ahead of schedule. And I'm expecting the same thing, Tom, no pressure for the library addition, all right? So with that, so then bottom line, the city council to the mayor and then ultimately the taxpayers have put together money for the library, which is great. The foundation's in a project right now trying to collect between $2 and $3 million. So I'm encouraging people, they have that extra money or cash on hand, the business community to help donate, because it's going to be an outstanding facility. So with that, Mr. Mayor, Carmine, Representative Carmine, want to say a few words?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And again, I want to also thank everyone, the library trustees and the Friends of the Library, the City Council, Mayor Vigeant, and everyone that worked together. It was a team effort to put this together today. A few years ago, I was dismayed when the town of Wayland decided not to take the $10 million that the state offered for building a new library. But I was very happy when a couple of months later that $10 million landed here to build this library, to extend this library. And I'm just so happy, and I know we all are. Libraries are places for lifelong learning and cultural development, and this is going to be a tremendous facility, and I'm just so happy and happy to see you all today, and look forward to the ribbon cutting, Mayor. Thank you.
Coming soon. Thank you very much, Representative. And the representative did mention that it kind of moved pretty quickly. Margaret had started the process, and Dan Verico came up, and Bill Bruin came up, and we're going to get the process started. We're not going to be awarded in the first round. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're on the list. So I thought we had a little breathing room, and then someone backed out and they said, hey, we're going to move today. So it moved a lot quickly, but again, because of the form of government we have and the cooperation with the city council, we were able to do it. So with that, Representative Gregoire, you want to come up and say a word or two?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. What a joyous occasion we have to celebrate today. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here with you. Thank you, Margaret, for all your work, the Friends. Thank you so much to everyone who's had a hand in this project. You know, I often give credit to the Marlborough Public Schools for my success in life, but long before I was at the Marlborough Public Schools, I was here at the Marlborough Public Library. And if I had been more prepared, I would have carried my library card that I still carry with me in my wallet today. So I'm just really grateful that the future citizens of Marlborough, the small children as well as the adults and the lifelong learners, will be able to have this fantastic resource at their disposal. I'm so grateful to everyone who's playing a part in it, from the construction team and the city council, and again the Friends, all the way down the road. And I will be here with bells on ribbon cutting day. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Representative, and I know Senator Eldridge is here. Senator Eldridge, you want to come up and say a couple of words?
Great, thank you so much, Mayor Vigeant, and it's a real honor to be here today and really exciting. And as perhaps a lot of you know, I have my district office in the Walker Building, so I've had the pleasure of getting to know Margaret even better and her whole staff with the temporary establishment of the public library in the Walker Building. So I've taken the opportunity to take out a lot of books from the library just outside my district office. And I really just want to thank Mayor Vigeant. I know this is something he talked about when he was first running for mayor, obviously something he was advocating for as the city council president and as a city councilor. I want to commend City Council President Michael Ossing and the entire Marlborough City Council. And just want to highlight, and it's been already stated, is that the Mass Board of Library Commissioners, obviously a critical role in providing $10 million in state funding for this library. I'm proud to advocate for that state funding with my colleagues, Representative Danielle Gregoire and Representative Carmine Gentile, something that we pushed for hard and was very hard to get this earlier disbursement than we expected. And you've heard from Mayor Vigeant and City Council President Ossing about the history of getting this library, this new library built. I know there's so many people looking out here who have worked for decades, some on past efforts that didn't make it all the way. But I just want to thank you all for your collective efforts. It really made a difference to getting us to this day. And as I'm sure everyone here knows, this library here was built in 1904, but just a little history is the Marlborough Public Library first opened its doors back in 1871 as a single room within the then town hall, and then built this new library in 1904 with a generous donation from Mr. Carnegie, who obviously has a legendary history of building libraries across this country. So it's wonderful that Marlborough is part of that history. This is a really particular important location to have the library, and I was talking to Bill Bruin, a member of the Library Board of Trustees, is that Marlborough is a very diverse city. It has a wide variety of needs. We know that everyone needs access to public libraries. I think particularly those who are least well off, libraries really play a critical role in getting access to education, to books, to reading. And so it's really critical that it stayed in this place as a juncture between some of the different neighborhoods in Marlborough. But it's also a critical place for meeting space. I know in my hometown of Acton, when we built our new library, it really became a place for people to come together, not necessarily to take out a book or take out a DVD or a CD, but a place to meet and discuss and help move the community forward. And I have no doubt with the new design, which is incredibly impressive and very visionary, that exactly that sort of activity will happen that will really strengthen the community of Marlborough. So congratulations and thank you to the Marlborough Library Foundation, to the Friends of the Marlborough Library, to the Building Committee, and to everyone who played a critical role in getting to this day. Honored to be here, very honored to represent Marlborough, and congratulations to the municipal officials who made this happen today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. And as the Senator mentioned, the city of Marlborough, as we did with the school, had great help from the State House and our representatives and our senator, the governor, lieutenant governor, and in this particular case, most importantly, the Mass Board of Library Commissioners. And representing the commissioners today is Commissioner Dr. Leslie Ball. And I'd ask Dr. Ball if you'd come up and say a couple words, because this project doesn't happen without their help.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm absolutely honored and delighted to be here today. On behalf of Governor Baker and the MBLC, I've got to say congratulations, Marlborough. You deserve it. Finally, on this joyous day, this groundbreaking, a harbinger of so many good things to come, a day only to be exceeded by your grand opening. It's hard to believe that not many years ago, some people were saying that libraries were becoming obsolete. But over the last 20 years, the reality is that it is a boom time for libraries. Libraries everywhere are bursting at the seams, just like this one. So if you build it, they will come. In fact, more people visit Massachusetts libraries each year, and you're not going to believe this, than the entire season for the Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics combined. What a stat that is. Many people also thought that the computer would make an end to libraries, but just the opposite has happened. When libraries got computers, people came to use them, and they took out books, and they took out CDs and DVDs, and now because of computers, they download free ebooks and audiobooks from their libraries, and do online research with library databases, which we all support. And now many of them are taking out things such as sewing machines and fishing rods in Situate and kayaks in Shutesbury. So whether you want to advance your career, learn something, keep up with technology, or ensure your child's success, the library is a place to start. Libraries have become more important than ever to provide free access to information, lectures, and programs. It is the only resource in Marlborough that is absolutely free to every single resident. With your new building, you'll do all of this and so much more. I think that a groundbreaking is a great time to make predictions. So I predict that in 18 months from now, you will all be here and you'll be saying things like, can you believe how fabulous this building is? It's so much bigger. Look at the technology. Did you see the meeting rooms? Don't you love the children's room? How about the teen room, the meeting spaces? And a few will also say, why did we wait so long? Well, we know why towns wait so long. This is a big deal. It's not easy to find the money to build a new library, but Marlborough has done it right under the leadership of your director, Margaret Cardello. So it's been a great long time coming, but today we are breaking ground. Nothing makes the MBLC more happy than to be able to give a well-deserved grant. Now the town of Marlborough is being awarded a construction grant of $10,186,626. Massachusetts has the best library construction program in the United States, with over 200 grants in the last 25 years and approximately 20 communities on our waiting list. And today you are the beneficiary of that program. I personally believe that the building or renovating of every library, big or small, is an affirmation of some of the principles that this country was founded on. The freedom of speech and ideas, a commitment to equal access to information for everybody, no matter their age, gender, or station in life. That access is information, and dissemination of ideas is so critical to a free and dynamic society, which is in reality, when it comes down to the foundation of what libraries are all about. So just how important is this groundbreaking? T.S. Eliot said, the very existence of libraries affords the best evidence that we may have hope for the future of man. And let me close with something Carl Sagan said about libraries. The health of our civilization, the depth of our awareness about the underpinnings of our culture, and our concern for the future can all be tested by how well we support our libraries. Wow. That's how important this groundbreaking is. And it sure looks to me like the people of Marlborough know the importance of libraries. Finally, I hope to see you right here at the grand opening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Commissioner. And Trish, the good news is he just made a prediction that you and I are going to be here in 18 months. So that's good news, I guess. Appreciate that. Obviously, we've had a team raising money now for a number of years. Dan Varico stepped up to the plate, started working hard with his team and the foundation. And Bill Keels, from the new president of the Marlborough Public Library Foundation, Main Street Bank team member, is taking over, and we're going to bring it over the top with you. So, Bill, you want to come up and say a couple of words? I'm sure he'll be passing the hat any minute now.
Growing up in New York City, you can go 5 city blocks and find a library. So libraries and I go back a long way. When I moved up to Massachusetts 25 years ago and made residency in Marlborough, one of the first places I went was to get my library card. When I worked on my master's degree, I would spend time at the library, which was fine by my wife because she could sit at home and relax and encourage me to go to the library. When we started raising our family, I can't tell you how many times we came here to meet families and learn about the adventures of Pooh Bear and Curious George. So it was only natural when I was asked to join the Public Library Foundation that as an educator and as a parent and as a community member, it was the right choice. And as the president of the foundation, us, being the committee, are here to help fundraise and ensure that we can meet the capital expenditures of the library. So when it's ready to open its doors, it'll have everything that the community wants and needs in the library. I thank you for being here today, and it's an honor to serve the city in this capacity. Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking over the task. I think obviously we have a ways to go, but I think you're up to it, and I think you have a team in place that can do this for us. So thank you very much. With that, I'm going to wrap up the speaking portion of the program with our library director, Margaret Cardello. She's been working on this for a long time. Margaret.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There was a Facebook post recently that asked, now, what could you talk about for 30 minutes without stopping? Well, my answer is obvious. It's the Marlborough Public Library. Not that I'll do that today. But I am thrilled that this day has finally come. I know what it took to get here, and I know what the future holds for the expanded and renovated Marlborough Public Library. When people ask me how we got to this point, I say that it's as if Mayor Vigeant said to us, okay, it's your turn. Are you ready? And our answer was, yes, we're ready. We have a supportive city council, a $10.1 million grant from the MBLC, and a foundation ready to raise funds. The library aspires to be one of the engines that creates and sustains community in Marlborough. We'll have the space to achieve this in our new facility, and we'll have space to meet resident needs for programs and services that will bring people together, whether it's adults, teens, or children. We'll also have space for quiet study, collaboration, and reflection. I thank Mayor Vigeant, the City Council, the Board of Library Trustees, the Library Foundation, the Library Building Committee, and the terrific staff of the Marlborough Public Library for their support. I agree. I thank all of these groups for their support of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you all.
Margaret, you forgetting something? We're gonna get a check? Are we gonna do that now, or we're gonna do that first? Okay, all right. We're gonna do the groundbreaking now, so my colleagues from the City Council, Mr. Commissioner, come up and move some dirt.